Hey, welcome back to Fat Boys Anime. We're out here in another great week. We're getting fat. We're still in COVID, so waist is getting bigger, but that bank account's getting smaller. Let's go.
You know what I did this weekend, man? I bought like 12 boxes of Girl Scout cookies, man. So the fat boy energy is real and it is living right now. So
It's all
gosh.
about them Samoas, right? That's the ones
Uh
you go for?
I ate them all, man. So I had like 2 boxes of each. You should have seen the little Girl Scouts. They're like laughing all jittery just because I kept buying them. They're like, "That's a lot of cookies." I'm like, "Don't be judging me, little Sally.
Yeah.
Don't be judging me,
I'm
man."
trying to put food on your table, girl. You better settle down.
I'll get 3 Thin Mints, man. Give me 2 Samoas. Give me 2 of those shortbread ones. 2 lemons. 2 s'mores. It was bad, guys. It was bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Are they new school though? They pull out their phone and you can use like credit cards on Square.
That's how I was able to go so hard because I only had like a big bill on me, so I was like, oh, I'm not gonna get a Girl Scouts cookie. But I saw one of them over there swiping cards on her phone. I was like, you know what? Pull up the pants, boys. We going shopping. It was at Sam's Club too, so I went hard.
One
When
G, put it on the credit.
Yeah, I know, man. They probably hit their whole quota just that day, man, and a whole month's worth of quota. That's for sure.
they need to roll out the Bitcoin Girl Scouts. If y'all took Bitcoin, everybody would be buying some Girl Scout cookies. I don't know how you spend it. I don't even know
Are
how
we,
you
are we,
use it.
Are we doing a free advertisement on Girl Scout cookies now? Is this how
Yeah. Girl Scouts endorsed by Fat Boys Anime because we're thick.
I think my
All right.
favorite ones are lemon ones, though. Nick, yours are Samoa.
Lemons for like old people, man.
That's
I
for
knew
them
you were
abuelas, bro.
that's what my lady says too, man. She's like, "Who's eating lemon cookies? Lemon are delicious, man."
I like them peanut butter ones. Is that the dosey dos?
Dosi dos are
That's
those
good
are
stuff.
good,
That's
man.
good
Let's
stuff.
go.
Those dry my mouth out though, so I kind of had to have like some milk with that.
It's like concrete with a little bit of peanut butter.
It's something, man.
Man, let me tell y'all what we're doing today. We're gonna hit you with what we've been watching. We're gonna get y'all with the Twitter poll. We hope y'all are coming correct today, because sometimes it's a little suspect. We're gonna get into our Seraph of the End review. That was a good one. Way better than Decadence. And then we're gonna do our Pokemon battle draft. All right, very similar to the way we've done our past two anime drafts, except this time we're going all Pokemon. Hold the Ash. We don't need Ash. Just give us a Pokemon. All right, you ready to get hit in the nuts with one of these Twitter polls we've been racking up lately? Man, sometimes I read our results and I'm just like, oh, I should have worn a cup for that one because y'all just gave me a swift kick in the nuts.
Are we worried about the results, or are we worried about just like the poll Tyler is asking? You know what I mean? Because after a while, I'm starting to think his wording is having a big effect on these answers.
Yeah, sometimes it's like, okay, if you got rid of every other anime besides One Piece and you could only watch one anime, what would you watch? Uh,
Tyler's
you know,
polls like, what's your favorite anime? You got Zoro, Sanji, Luffy. That's the type of questions he's asking.
yeah, or Mineta. Just get and I'll give that garbage choice. Yeah,
Yeah, that's how it is.
I do mislead him a little bit, but sometimes you got to fish for the right answer a little bit. So this is what we hit him with. We said, what was the best anime of 2020? Now, let me remind people, we only get 4 choices. So I know someone's going to say, well, where's Yuri on Ice? Where's Yuri on doing goat yoga? Well, here's the thing. We can only choose 4. So we're going to go with 4. And usually 4 that I watched, because I'm not going to throw out like, Duck Duck Dynasty or something. So our 4 choices were, number 1, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Mhm, mhm.
Number 2, My Hero Academia.
Okay.
Number 3, Haiku.
Ooh.
Ooh. And number 4, Fire Force. Now I didn't put on AOT because even though it got about 4 episodes deep in 2020, the real meat and potatoes is going to be this year, so I held off on AOT.
I like it. First of all, I gotta ask the question: have you done goat yoga before, Tyler? Because I have a feeling you have.
My wife's done goat yoga, so I feel like, through connection, I've kind of, you know what I'm saying? I
No,
had sympathy goat
just
yoga.
kidding.
Do you get a free avocado with every session?
He does.
We did. You got a free avocado toast, a bowl of lavender ice cream, and then you got Sex and the City on DVD on Blu-ray. It was pretty legit.
No.
Blu-ray signed copy.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. All right, man. So just if I'm just guessing what the polls have chosen, I think Jujutsu Kaisen won. Obviously, we talked about that in our last episode, how it won Anime of the Year. Great anime, it's fantastic, man. Has all the action you want in it, has really good character development, has a great like OP character, has like, one of the really good like villains coming up in Sukuna. But one of my favorite animes that I really enjoyed, unpopular opinion probably, but it's Haikyuu, man. That volleyball one that one got me so hyped so many times just because they're like in one of the tournaments that they're playing. So man, they had like 2-3 close matches in there. And I was just excited the whole time watching that anime this past year, and it was one of my favorites, hands down.
It's hard comparing long-running animes that have a new season last year to
Yeah,
ones that are brand new in 2020. Because I
yeah,
feel like that could be two different questions too.
That's
yeah.
true.
But the fans are definitely voting for Jujutsu Kaisen, right?
I would think
That's
so.
been
Yeah.
everywhere right now.
This poll was mainly more to see how bad Jujutsu Kaisen would clap everyone's cheeks. 'Cause it's like if I was like, who's gonna win in a fight? Goku, your mom, the instructor at Goat Yoga, or like Seiya Man from whatever. So
You know, this is a misleading question though, kind of in a way, right? Because a lot of people are like, if I was voting, I would vote for Haikyuu, right? Because I like that one a little more, and that's just my personal preference. But I
that's
feel like
true.
there's a bigger fan base of My Hero out there, so I would think My Hero got a decent amount of votes. But if I'm just like looking at the last season of My Hero, I don't. I mean, it was a good season. I don't think it was anything special. Like, has like the upcoming season will probably be. So I think it kind of falls short in like that aspect. But I mean, if you're looking at an anime overall, like I think My Hero might be the better anime.
And if you look at the My Hero fans, they're almost
Exactly.
like the SAO fans. They're kind of culty to where
Yeah.
if they watch
Yeah.
My Hero, that's the show they watch. Everything in their room is My Hero. So I
There's a
feel
lot.
like that fan base is pretty strong.
I think that fan base is, they go a lot more hard than compared to these other ones though. So I don't know, Jujutsu Kaisen out there. I just remember looking on some of our social pages, man, and people were throwing a fit that we weren't showing them more love.
I
You know what I'm
know.
saying?
See,
So I mean, they're getting love now.
people, you've been heard. We gave you a poll. Now, these other choices, yeah, they're gonna get bodied, but they were all in the running at the Crunchyroll Awards. My Hero, I think they won Best Fight of the Year. Was that right?
Yep.
Overhaul and
Yep.
Deku. Haiku, they won Best Boy of the Year for their MC. And then Fire Force, I believe they were nominated for Best Animations of the Year.
Right.
So,
Fire Force was good too, though. That was really good anime.
I mean, you can make an argument for Black Clover too. That Zangrid battle that was pretty hyped. I know some people hate on Black Clover, but they had a good year. So, and that is surprising what we were just talking about with My Hero because they got 5%.
Ooh.
I don't know what
Okay.
I don't know what happened.
I was gonna say this last season wasn't that special though. So if you're like looking just specifically to last year, I honestly think if I was putting it in order, I think they would be last on my list too. So I actually agree with that.
Well, okay, it was for me. It was a slow season. The overhaul fight was
Yeah.
pretty awesome. The Endeavor and Nomu fight was pretty legit, but after Overhaul gets captured, it starts to drop off a little bit. So
Yeah.
I could see. Haiku, man, there was a lot of hype on Twitter Haiku earlier in the year, but they only got 8% of the votes.
If you're not into sports like anime, you're probably not voting that, right? Like I like that anime got me hyped a lot, but I mean, like if you compare like a sport anime getting you hype versus like a anime where there's action and legit fighting, just people going fist to fist, it's hard to compare that, unfortunately.
Yeah. Like you're trying to see a volleyball get spiked, or you're trying to see Gojo's activate
Exactly.
his infinite domain. Oh, it's pretty
Exactly.
tough. It's pretty
It's
tough.
not
I
even
don't know.
close, man. Unfortunately, Hinata doesn't stand a chance against Goju.
Not gonna make it. Fire Force got 13%. That was kind of surprising. I thought they were gonna get last, but their animation I think impressed a lot of people this year. Especially a lot of people were talking about when they showed the Evangelist this past season. That was pretty legit. But Jujutsu Kaisen just came in and just freaking mopped the blood up on the floor with that 74%.
Oh,
To
God
be
dang.
honest, like if I were to go back and watch, an anime again, like from this past year, it's probably Jujutsu Kaisen. I was excited and Haikyuu got me hyped a little more. I think as far as like if I were to rewatch one, I think it's Jujutsu Kaisen hands down.
And unfortunately, I still haven't even watched an episode of Jujutsu Kaisen because I just got Crunchyroll like 3 days ago.
Ooh.
So, we're going to get into it, and then I'll tell you what I really think about Jujutsu Kaisen. But just from stuff on Twitter and watching some YouTube fights, and they've got the same studio as the new AOT. I mean, their animation
Yeah.
is on point right now.
It's a great anime. It's well deserved for winning for Crunchyroll at least anime of the year. You guys are gonna love it, no doubt.
So speaking of these great animes, man, we're about to tell y'all what we thought about Seraph of the End. This might
Yeah.
have been maybe my favorite one we've reviewed so far, obviously besides Dragon Ball Z, but
Of course, Tyler. I'm surprised he didn't say One Piece in there. I'm surprised One Piece wasn't on that last poll. To be
man,
honest, man.
you could have made an argument with that Luffy Kaido fight. That was pretty legit, but we got some One Piece haters out there, so
but with these reviews, it's basically Nose giving us ones kind of on the fringe, still a little mainstream that we haven't seen before. That
yeah.
way we can try to get other folks
Yeah.
into these below the surface type animes.
So like, yeah, sorry for the end. I remember when it first came out, it had a lot of hype behind it, and I feel like everyone who's watched it, I was like, man, it's a really good anime. Like more people should watch it, but it doesn't really get talked about it a lot that much for some reason. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's because it's got cut off short, and everyone's expecting a season three still. Maybe that's why kind of like it just kind of like sizzled out, like how Bleach was in the future. Like we haven't
Yeah.
gotten like, or in the past, I mean, like Bleach, we've been waiting on an anime, the Bleach to keep continuing, and it just hasn't happened. So everyone just kind of like stops talking about Bleach. I feel like Seraph of the End is kind of like really similar in that aspect. Like everyone loved it who's watched it, they really enjoyed it, but then it's like it other after that, it's like, oh, no season three, and then everyone's kind of like just forgot about it.
Well, and I don't know how y'all felt, but when it got to okay, so Seraph of the End is 24 episodes. When it got to episode 23, I was like, bro, how are y'all gonna fit all this stuff that's going on
Yeah.
in one last episode? I mean, they probably could have stretched it out a little bit, which I think maybe would have given it a little bit better pacing. But man, very climactic. I mean, like it had a pretty hot end of what is that? Is it season 2 or is it just considered one season?
Season two technically, and that's like where you know if you haven't seen it, I'm not spoiling anything because you wouldn't understand. But like when Yu turns into the Salt King, essentially, when he does his
Yeah.
transformation, it was sick, man. You get hyped up, but I know like it sizzles down because you're just like left with nothing else. You're like, all right, when season three coming out? We don't know.
And
I mean,
before we get too far into it, so Seraph of the End basically is about these orphans who get stolen away as livestock for vampires. So the
Yeah.
vampires use these orphan kids and raise them up just to suck their blood from them and keep them alive. And then these orphans eventually try to break out and break free. And one of them ends up hating the vampires and starts to become a vampire hunter. And that's the whole concept behind the main character.
So I gotta pick your guys' brains a little bit because it's pretty fresh in your guys' head. So we're gonna get into a little bit of spoilers. So if you don't want to like really spoil this because this is on your anime list, so, stop listening and just skip ahead. So what did you guys think about like that first episode, right? Where it's like what Nick was saying, they're the livestock, but then they like
Oh,
decide
God.
to escape, and then they just like murder all the little kids, man, and except you is the only one who's able to escape. What were you guys' thoughts on that? Did that like draw you in right away, or were you like, I don't know, man, this might be too dark for me?
Yeah, having a prequel kind of pre-title opener season to just see a massive slaughter like that definitely brings you into the anime more. And also from right off the bat, just the animation in the first place, where you have kind of this oily painting background in contrast with your normal anime characters. It
Yeah.
really made the foreground characters stand out from what was going on around the world. So that contrast between that and all the blood shattered and the vampires zooming through and killing these kids, it really draws you in from episode one.
Well, and especially because the first episode, you think like, okay, these are going to be some big characters. Obviously Mikala comes back, but the rest of his friends are like, okay, we might get to see these kids later down the line, and then blah, they freaking just all get the hammer dropped on them. Especially the girl with the side ponytail.
Oh,
I was like, no,
I know it was
that
tough.
was pretty sad. But I mean, what a better way to grab someone's attention. I mean, kind of like the Promised Neverland. They started off episode 1 with a death. Attack on Titan, you start off with the huge death. I mean, that, like Nick said, that's a huge way to immediately get people locked in to be like, what's going to happen after this?
And then like even fast forward thinking about it. So like knowing that, did you guys think Mika was actually dead? And were you surprised when obviously him and you run back into each other on the battlefield?
No, I kind of got it. They were playing off a whole, it's just basically Romeo and Juliet, but a bro version, right?
Little
You have
bromance.
one guy turn into the vampire and then the other turn into the vampire hunter. So it's a
Yeah.
classic story, just played out in a different direction. It didn't surprise me too much, but it was still good to see on screen.
Yeah, because it would seem like if they hadn't kept Mikala alive, it would have taken a lot away from the story. Like they kind of needed something, some kind of relationship between Yoroichi and one of his childhood friends to really develop
Yeah.
later on in the story. So I mean, it was surprising, but it made sense. Like I
Yeah.
think, like Nick said, yeah, it was kind of like the Romeo Juliet. They're basically like brothers, but they're fighting in a war on opposite sides. So it was a pretty cool dynamic they laid out for us.
Yeah, because I feel like that's like probably like the main part of the story, right? Is you and like Mika's relationship. Obviously they were separated earlier on when they were kids, best friends, and now then they meet, and it's kind of ironic because you kind of grew up the whole time when he was growing older. Like, hey, I just want to kill vampires. Like that's my whole purpose. I hate
Yeah.
these guys. To like find out the person he's probably loved the most in his life, Mika, is turned vampire. So now he's like kind of caught in this weird situation. Like, oh, he's a vampire. I think the vampires like turned him evil essentially, and he kind of wants to kill all vampires. But then it's like that back and forth game. He's like, well, this is also Mika. I can't kill him. This is the guy who I've been, who essentially why he hates vampires because he thought this kid died. So now he's like
Yeah.
back and forth. So I think that's like the whole main part of this story is like creating that romance, like you guys were saying.
And it really plays off of the concept that who you're raised by and what they raise you to believe has a large effect on who you are as an adult and what your personality is like. And they challenge that by putting them up against each other. And now they're faced to confront something that they were raised to hate. But
Yep.
they're like, wait, do I hate that? What's right? What's wrong?
So I'm curious to see like how it would have played out if you was never, turned into a demon, or that experiment wasn't ran into him where you could turn
Yeah.
into a demon. Like would Mika hate the humans as much as he does? You know what I mean? Because I feel like once he figures out what they did to you, he's like, oh, I hate humans. I want to kill them. And he's like, all, purely vampire side.
Hmm.
Whereas like I wonder if they didn't do that experiment on him, do you think Mika would be more willing to, go back and like, fight for the humans rather than for the vampires?
Well, and that was what was interesting as the season went on was it became not so cut and dry that the vampires were the bad guys and the humans were the good guys because you find out the humans are yeah, experimenting on kids. They're trying to like unlock these ancient demons and you find out that the virus was man-made and stuff. So um, yeah, like Nick said, just because the vampires obviously are established right off the bat as the antagonist, the waters start getting kind of muddy the farther the season goes. But so, what did y'all think about? Okay, so this is one thing that kind of bothered me was I kept wanting to see you in his full demon mode, but then the one scene where they're like, okay, the demon's fully taking control. Let's see what he's about to do. And then his homie rolls up with the devil's coffin, and we don't really get to see it.
Yeah, some of the fight scenes in there were kind of underwhelming to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
They
like
didn't
they
fully
really
unleash and spend the
Yeah.
production money on showing that full out.
they really hyped them up too, and then you kind of like, oh, it's a tad bit climatic, but excuse me, getting some gas right there. But I think overall I really enjoyed the fight scenes because you kind of, one of the problems I really had with just the fight scenes in general, I felt like the vampires were like OP as compared to the
Oh
humans.
yeah.
And like some of the demons, right? Like I feel like the vampires like would just go in and just put in work like 90% of the time until like they would do like a full demon transformation.
I did like the incorporation of snipers into the battlefield because a lot of
Yeah.
them you see the typical shield attack healer type, but bringing in that long distance and making a part of the fight, I like to see that.
Yeah, they really tried making them show that they kind of use more strategy in some of the in this anime as like for some of the other animes, it's just people going at each other and fighting. So they really tried making
Yeah.
it, like all right, we got, a long distance guy, short distance guy, let's try to use that to advantage. Like he's good one on one, like he'll fight, he'll be on the front lines fighting and we'll be back up and then you have your sniper. Like I like how it kind of did incorporate that into it.
Well, and those pills that they would take, like the steroids, sometimes I was like, did your steroid already kick in, bro, or are you just weak? Like those pills ain't helping you too much. And then it was so funny. I thought when he took the two pills or three pills that he was just gonna Hulk out and act crazy, and then he just literally melts his intestines and his organs and starts bleeding out of his mouth and passes out.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, our boy just took a massive L.
Yeah, even if they showed like a 2 second clip to show where the steroids, whatever it was, kicked in, I think that would have helped the storyline a bit.
Yeah.
Who's your guys' favorite character? Did you guys have a favorite character?
I liked Guden a lot,
Yeah.
the Supreme Commander, until he got weird at the end of season 2. You find out that he's possessed by his former girlfriend, who's I guess she turned into a demon or she like merged with
Yeah.
his demon sword somehow, and he just well, okay, that was one thing that it was kind of unclear at the end of the series. I was like, so whose side is he on? What is he doing? But prior to that, I liked him a lot. He was pretty cool.
Gurren was pretty cool, man. He's kind of like that, cool bad character who's super strong, but then he doesn't really have that sensitive side that you look for sometimes.
Yeah.
But man, he even gets worked by the vampires sometimes. That's what bothered me. I'm like, man, these vampires are way too OP.
And that's why they had to incorporate the whole concept of demons into their swords just to put the humans on the same
Yeah.
level. Because if it was just purely vampires versus humans, they would have just been slaughtered.
Ooh, I got a next question for you guys then. So if you're in this world, right, you want to be a vampire, or would you want to be on the human side still, but then you're one of the experiments who has a demon in them? Which side are you taking?
I'm going to be a vampire because I want full will and control. I don't want to be fighting off something all the time.
That's what I was
You are
thinking.
the OP.
I feel like, demon power though, you just might have the power level could just be out of the roof sometimes, you know what I mean? Even if you lose yourself, just like how like I get hyped when I see those transformations, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
when I see those in an anime, I'm just like out of my chair, like, let's go. This is what I've been waiting for. And then it kind of makes me like, I'm like, what? If I was picking, I think I might want to be a demon in that instance, just because the anime makes it look really cool.
Yeah, I'd probably be a human, and then I'm blowing that horn. I'm going, "Rrrr," and then I'm coming out and turning everybody to salt. I'm say, "What's up, guys?
Right.
I can't. I'm the Salt Bay now, about to turn everybody into a potato chip."
But Tyler,
But
you're a demon too, man. I can expect that out of Tyler. I can see that coming. That's why we need Nick right here, man. He always brings the reasonable, honest answer that we
yeah,
want to do, and then me and Tyler over here would lose our personalities real quick. Because we wouldn't be strong enough to fight it off. We would be that fool who just lets the demon take over our body completely, and then we're lost forever.
yeah. If I was going through those demon trials when you're trying to merge with your sword, it would probably be me back when I was super fat, like trying to run the mile in sixth grade, and then I would just be passing out. I'd be having an asthma attack, and then the demon would just come out and be like, "Yeah, bruh, you got no cardio," and then I'd probably get fully possessed.
So if you guys, all right, so you guys watched it all. What, give it your guys' rating, and would you recommend it to our viewers out there?
Going overall, I think I'm going with the B rating. It's another one of those that I enjoyed watching through, but I wouldn't watch again, and I'd still recommend for others to watch it, depending on what they have up next on their list.
Yeah, I'd agree with Nick. I'd give it a B plus. I think it started off really hot. The first 12 episodes, I was like, wow, this is incredible. But towards the end of the 24 episodes, it kind of started to feel rushed and they were kind of missing, they had some plot holes going on. I think if they do have a season three and they kind of give us some more backstory, a little more explanation, kind of smooth out that plot, it could be much better. Um, but yeah, just because it got a little shaky there towards the end, so I'd give it a B plus.
I agree, man. I'm still stuck at that B. I want another season, a couple more seasons, so they can finish telling everything, and I think that might boost it up for me a tad bit. As of right now, it's B. I mean, it got the action that I really enjoy. I've never hated animes where they do like humans versus like vampires or demons or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
I know a lot of that's like a cliche, and they like it's already been played out, but I'm still a sucker for those, hands down.
Yeah, and especially if you're a fan of sword combat like Bleach, Samurai Shampoo, I think it's Shampoo, but you know what I'm saying. Seraph of the End has some pretty legit sword combat. So if you're into that, I would definitely recommend it.
So at the end of the day, man, what we're saying is, if you guys haven't seen it, go check it out, man. It's a good anime. I think everyone out there who's into that action ones, who kind of, likes that little, like, that little, bromance, story to it, where they have the two best friends. They're obviously fighting, against each other, but for each other at the same time. It's going to be an anime for you. So go check it out. Seraph of the End has two seasons out, and it's a pretty quick watch, in my opinion.
Yeah, it won't blow your chonies off, but it might blow your socks off. All right. We ready to get into this Pokemon battle? What do y'all think? Y'all ready for this?
Man, I'm
Heck
so
yeah.
rusty on Pokemon. I need to, I think I'm gonna win still when I pick my squad. But I gotta lie, man. When I was brushing off some of that rust, I'm like, man, I forgot a lot. Definitely knew a lot more back when I was a little younger.
So I am a 21-year Pokemon expert.
Oh gosh.
Y'all better watch out on
Oh,
this
We're in trouble, Nogs.
one.
He got his Pokédex out already, man. Scanning his power levels.
I wish I still had that around.
You're still playing? Is that you guys playing Pokemon Go still?
No, not that one.
No, I know there's it's like a specific group that are like, those really hardcore Pokemon fans still play it. I remember when it first came out though, I was all about it. I think we
We'd
all
be
were.
walking around the park at midnight trying to find a Mewtwo or something. That was wild when it first came out, wasn't it? Like they had almost 1 billion players or something crazy like that.
In 2019. And then you had like these old dudes who'd have 8 iPhones up at the same time. So they'd catch Pokemon just to sell their iPhone because of the Pokédex they had on there.
Man, those good times though. But I'm excited to get in this BR. I love doing these segments. I have a good list, man. That's on my mind. I ain't gonna spill any secrets. I think I might take this one, in my opinion.
So we're doing a snake draft of the first gen Pokemon, no legendaries, and if a Pokemon gets chosen, then any other host cannot pick the same one.
Yes, sir.
And so the legendary Pokemon that includes the 3 majestic birds and then Mew and Mewtwo. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hold up. Let me cross some things off my list real quick. I just
What
kidding.
the heck? This fool's trying to. He's like, I'm going Zapdos, Articuno. What the heck, boy?
Oh man, settle down there.
Man,
Is Dragonite a legendary Pokemon? Is Wombo? I'm just kidding.
What the heck, boy?
I'm going
Take a seat.
SpongeBob.
Oh shoot! All right, let's get in there. I'm about to show these guys what this is really about, man. You chumps.
Tyler's about to draft Garumon.
Yeah.
Guys, can I get Metal Greymon? Let's go.
Tyler Wood. He's gonna be like, with my number 1 overall pick, I am gonna draft Sanji from One Piece.
I'm about to cook y'all some curry.
All right, who's going first, man? How are we gonna decide this?
I think Tyler's the only one that hasn't gone first yet, right?
Tyler's going first, and who goes second and third between? Or who picked last time, Nick?
I'll go second.
You'll go second. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So the list is out. Tyler, Nick, and then these guys are doing me dirty. I was hoping, me just pleading out there that I'm rusty, you guys would give me the one spot. But
and are we doing a full battle squad? We're doing 6.
I say let's do it, man.
Do it.
I say, I did all the research, and I have like a 20-man list right here. So I say let's go.
Yep. Got my phone out too.
Also, I just think Tyler's gonna pick Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard.
You already know, bro. I'm about to get the whole squad. We're gonna open up a restaurant called Hot Fire.
Wait, if you pick one evolution, do you get the other ones?
I was gonna no, right?
Well, then
that
too,
would
like, why wouldn't you not want the
exactly? So I would think no, because you should be picking the highest evolution, correct?
Yeah, unless it's Pikachu, arguably.
No, but Raichu, who had Raichu back in the day? Who's Ash's rival again?
Surge.
Gary, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
That Raichu was a beast, man. I think that would have put work on Pikachu.
Okay, so we can still pick it, but
yeah, if you want to pick the smaller form, by all means, go for it. You know,
just don't pick the middle child.
Yeah, like if you want to pick
Yeah.
Squirtle, like specifically the Squirtle Squad, Squirtle, you know what I mean? I get it. That dude was fresh as heck.
I might just get Wartortle because he's a G.
Tyler, you better settle down, boy.
But we don't play those games, so you already know who I'm going with number 1. We got into this in our DBZ Pokemon episode, but with the number 1 overall draft pick in the 2021 Pokemon first generation draft, we're going with my boy Charizard.
Man, if that is not some shocking news right there, I don't know what is, man.
Y'all just
that means I know who Nick's picking now. I know who Nick is picking. I'm just kidding.
Charizard, I mean, that's a pretty honest 1 or 2. He's one of the highest favored Pokemon out there. You can tell by the cost of his Pokemon card. He's always rated up there as one of the OP. But I don't think Tyler could even control this dude. Yeah. So it doesn't really matter if he has him or not.
I don't think it does. So I think he loses on that one.
All right. Number 1 on my list, I'm going Gyarados.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shoot.
No.
I was hoping he'd slip through the cracks.
There's no way, boy.
So that means I got to go grass, right? Just to put us in a 3-way deadlock, essentially.
I guess so.
if I want to like play it that way, because right, water beats fire. If I pick grass, fire beats grass, but then grass beats water. If I remember correctly.
I think so. Or
I
you
don't
could just
know.
go all fire and just freaking burn the house down.
You know what? I'm going. I kind of have to, man. I feel like this is too hard to pass up. But I gotta go Blastoise then.
Gosh, dang it. Talk about my favorite right there. That's sad to see.
You know what? Honestly, I was probably gonna do Gyarados if you picked Blastoise because I thought you were gonna go that way. But you know, we got one fire, Charizard, right? He's always gonna be a hard opponent. So how do you balance that fire out?
Man, I thought you were gonna go with like Machamp or something. It might come back around to me, but it's all right.
That might be number 4 for me, man. You never know. I gotta have a diverse team. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. All right, so I'm back. Number 2 pick. You know what? I'm gonna do this guy just because he's pretty cool looking. I'm gonna do Arcanine.
Oh dang it! I want an Arcanine. Man,
that's a solid second round pick. I definitely saw him coming.
I've heard some good things that he's turned pretty strong lately.
Pretty sad right now. That's all right.
All right. I think on my second round pick, I'm going with a psychic dark type. And I'm going with Gengar.
Oh, man.
Shoot, dog.
I was honestly going to about pick him second, but I had to go fire first.
I feel like y'all kind of pulled a reach on your picks. Now I got too many options.
You ain't got no options, son.
You know what?
He's going to pick Bellsprout.
You know what? Since y'all decided to leave one of the big 3 on the table, give me my thick boy Venusaur. Let's go.
Talk about a reach right there, man. Super reach.
I hit you with that solar beam, dog. Then you'd be reaching for the moon because you'll be in the stars.
Dude, you should have picked Bulbasaur, man. Everyone
sleep powder.
Yeah. That's what Tyler did.
I'll probably knock myself out.
Charizard's over there sleeping already, man. He didn't even have to use the sleeping thing. He's just thinking, listen to Tyler.
Man.
All right, so that's back to Tyler then with his third pick.
Wow. Okay. We got a lot of meat on the table. I'm about to grab me a ribeye, so I'm going for... Actually, that wouldn't make sense. This is more like a sirloin. But I'm going for my boy Raichu. Let's get it. We're about to plug the iPhone in and get some electrons going.
Okay, this is getting real now. This thing's getting me a little stretch going on right here. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Okay.
You got an electric rat? I'll give it to you.
Whatever, bro.
All right. Number 3 on my list. I'm going Dragon type. I'm picking Dragonite.
Oh, you dog, man. Nick's reading my list. I swear, man. This is right here knocking off what I had in order.
He's got the back door on your cell phone, bro. He's looking at the list.
Alrighty, man. I'm making sure I write my stuff down because I feel like every time we do these lists, we always kind of forget at the end. So I gotta make sure I stay on top of it. My number 3 pick, psychic type right here. I'm going Alakazam, man.
Ooh. Except instead of spoons, you got to give him some forks.
You already know.
It's gonna be challenging.
Oh man, this next one. I feel like this is where it starts getting hard now. Now I feel like we really need to dive deep. But I'm picking this one just because this has been one of my favorite Pokemons from day one. Love this Pokemon during the anime when it came out. But that is Pidgeot.
You would, boy.
All right.
You gotta get that win Pokemon.
Not what I would go for, but okay.
You gotta have that diverse, man. You gotta be able to counter everyone from every angle.
You know, Pidgeot looks like every boho guy in Phoenix.
I was gonna say he's kind of looking like looking like Tyler right now when I look at it.
Bro,
When he gets to
Pidgeot.
the top of his hair growing out a little bit.
Yeah, he
Get
does.
that undercut with the frosty tips. Yeah, he is looking pretty fresh.
All right, number 4 on my list. I'm going for my sleeper favorite grass type Scyther.
Oh, dang, man, that was a good one. I was hoping someone would forget about him.
All right. I like where you're going, Nick. I mean, it's not going to compete with my squad though, because I'm about to get the Rick Ross of Pokemon. I'm talking about that poison slash ground type big boy Nido King. Let's
Oh,
freaking go.
I feel like that's a reach too.
You didn't
Just
pick
kidding.
Nido Queen?
No, not Nido Queen, Nido King.
All right, boy. I see how you play.
I see you, Nick. You're trying to shake me out. You're like, you want the queen? No, I want the king of the north. Give me that Nido King,
The
dog.
King of the North. Hmm.
All right, your number 5 pick.
Yeah, you know what? Since Nogs, he wants that Scottsdale bird. I'm gonna take that Batman of Pokemon. I'm going with poison flying type Golbat. Mm.
Okay. You know, I thought Tyler was gonna pick Geodude for some reason. I'm not gonna lie.
I kind of wanted to. Low key.
Golbat. I don't like Golbat just because it was so hard to catch him in game. He's always flying in like figure eights. It just drove an undesired hatred for that Pokemon.
So frustrating.
All right, number 5 on my list. I need a rock type. I'm going Onyx.
Oh, you sucker, man.
Ooh. Not mad at that.
Oh. All right. So now my number 5. I'm going Electabuzz.
Ooh.
Electabuzz.
Ooh.
Feel like you guys got the same stature. He like
Pretty
a short dude, little stout shoulders.
I feel like Electabuzz is pretty tall, man. Oh. All right, next one. The only reason I'm up against the wall, I'm picking this one, but like I heard good things about this Pokemon. Apparently on the games it's like really good now. But I'm picking Starmie, man.
Okay.
Not even Star You, Star Me.
Isn't Starmie the evolved one?
Too late now, boy.
It's Starmie, man. I'm looking at a picture right now. Let me Google it.
I don't know. That doesn't sound like the evolved version.
Yeah. So Starmie's the purple one with like, there's 2 stars. Staryu's the gold one. Unless this list is wrong. Unless this list is wrong that I'm looking at, my reference list. You guys know what I mean, all right? So you guys stop being weasels, okay? I want the evolved form of the star one that Misty used to have, but who's legit.
All right, to round out my list, I need an electric type. And you already took Electabuzz. That's what I was going for.
You got Jolton. That was my next pick.
I think I'm going to go for
Pikachu.
Voltorb.
What?
You might play here.
Oh,
Isn't this guy only good for blowing himself up?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, sir.
Ooh. I'm going with one I don't think y'all are expecting right now. We're going with
He's going with Weezing.
We're going with the Conor McGregor of Pokemon, and we're picking that Fighting Hog Prime Ape. Let's freaking go, bro. I got a fighting type. What's up?
I feel like fighting types get underrated, but they're pretty solid.
Yeah.
It's good pick.
Unless you got Tyler as your Pokemon master. I don't know about that.
He doesn't know how to throw a jab.
Yeah.
He just does shin kicks all day. He looks like
shin kicks hurt, man.
Yeah.
He's just gonna call your manager.
Yeah, he's gonna complain that the iced tea is out.
All right, that's all right. That's all 6 for us.
Yep. So let's name them off, duke them out. Right, 1 to 6 on my list. I got Gyarados, Gengar, Dragonite, Scyther, Onix, and Voltorb.
All right, my 6, aka the God tier list. aka number one, aka the best, aka triple champ,
Oh
triple C,
gosh.
number one heavyweight of the world. Okay, so on my list, I got Blastoise, Arcanine, Alakazam, Pidgeot, Electabuzz, and Starmie.
Man, call your list triple G because it's triple garbage, dog.
Oh, you wish, boy. First of all, Tyler, I'm pretty sure Pidgeot could solo your whole squad, homie. I ain't even lying.
And that's a huge diss right there.
Yeah, that's Pidgeot. That's on book,
the
man. I'm
heck,
on record.
bro?
He would solo your whole squad.
This Pidgey's one of the first ones you get coming out of Pallet Town.
Yeah.
So if you're still riding with a Pidgeot, that means you ain't got nothing else coming up for you.
You still riding with the Pidgeot, you know you got him to God tier list, man. That's what that means. You know you stuck with him from the very beginning, and he's just like a beast now, and you're like, man. It's like just you come across that random dude, and he just has like the strongest Pidgeot. You're like, how does this dude get a Pidgeot that strong? It's possible.
Bro, Pidgeots, they're like Camaros. They're pretty cool, but everybody's got one.
Oh, get out of here, son. Boy.
Because, see, I'm rolling up with that European style, that Jaguar. We're talking about going down the list. Golbat. Ain't nobody has a Golbat because he kind of sucks, but it's all right. I picked him anyway. We got Golbat.
Pidgeot smacks him. All right, next I'll tell you how they solo you. How Pidgeot solos you.
He probably does. I kind of just wanted a bat. Number two, we got.
I just wanted a Pidgeot, man. I'm not gonna even lie.
Number two, we got Primeape. He's about to throw us nasty haymaker right in them guts. We've got.
That's why Pidgeot wins, man. You can't punch what's flying. You can't punch what's flying.
Well, that's why he's not going to fight Pidgeot. We've got.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to solo your whole team. Check it out,
bro. Get the heck out of here. We got Nido King, number 3, bro. Ain't nobody touching Nido King. This dude's skin is like armor.
Say, man, I don't think Pidgeot could beat him.
This fool's a tank. Then number 4, we got Raichu. Bro, okay, this is actually a disadvantage for Pidgeot. I can just call a Thunder Strike, right? Yep. Or is that just on Super Smash Bros?
You know, I could see that working, right? But
Thunder Shock.
My Pidgeot's flying around. You can't hit what's moving, man. That's gonna be too hard for you.
All right. And then we got big boy Venusaur. Now he's gonna hold back because he's charging up that solar beam, but when I strike, it's done deal. And then Charizard, bro, I forgot Charizard, the flying type. So I got 2.
Boy, my Pidgeot's just gonna blow out the flame on your tail, and your Charizard's done, man.
All right, who are you throwing out first in battle, though?
Did I even read my list? I read my list, right?
Yeah. Who's the first guy you're putting into battle?
We'll let Tyler pick first so we can counter him and beat him.
Wow, that's trash. Okay. You know what? We got this guy. He's on the bottom of the totem pole. So we're throwing out Primeape. Go do what you got, dog. Show us what you got.
And here's your Primeape set list. He only has 3 moves. He doesn't even have 4 moves. And he has Growl, Leer, and Scratch, and that's it.
Okay, watch out, man.
This guy's cheek, bro.
We got Professor Oak in the building, man. We're gonna start calling Nick Professor Oak. I did not even know that, man.
This is not good. I took a bad L.
I just picked people who I like too, man. So I feel you. So I think. Oh man, I don't even know. You know what? I'm tossing one of my dogs out there, man. I'm tossing Arcanine out there. Hands down, wins that. If I'm fighting Tyler, I beat Tyler 1-on-1 with that.
See, and I was hoping you would throw one of your goats out right from the start, because that means I'm getting Voltorb out there. He's hitting self-destruct, and Arcanine and Primeape are freaking done. Just wipe them off the battlefield.
First of all, your Voltrop's going to be like level 4, man, so his self-destruct ain't going to do no damage but kill himself.
It'll be like a little firecracker, not even a grenade.
You know what? Firecrackers could hurt, though, if you don't get it, if it's close enough, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's a weasel move. First of all, that's just a freaking weasel mover, right?
That's strategy, my guy. What you
That ain't
got?
no strategy, man. That's some weasel
Arcanine
stuff.
dead. Primeape dead.
See, if I saw you pull out Electro Buzz or whatever his name is, first of all, that's how you know he's trash, man. His name's not even, he's not memorable, man. I'm freaking running, and I'm gonna let you and Tyler duke it out until you blow yourself up again.
What the heck, dog? Wait, so is Voltorb dead or does he survive that?
No, he's dead too. The
Okay.
move is literally called self-destruct.
So we literally just wiped the board. All right, I like
Yep.
it. That's good.
All right. I think next up, since I won that first round, I'm gonna throw out Gengar.
Gengar. Ooh, that's a
We're
tricky
gonna
one.
put y'all in a psychic trance.
You know what? Guess who I'm gonna counter with? Alakazam, man. Sidekick versus sidekick.
Man, if we're getting a deadlock, then we're just gonna be throwing punches until they pass
Look,
out.
you gave me a deadlock. You gave us a deadlock on the first one because you just kill everyone, you sucker. Of course, I'm gonna deadlock you on this one. Tyler,
Means
you
Tyler
lost.
could swoop in.
Tyler, there's no way you could beat two sidekicks at once, man. I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on.
Throw your Zubat. Throw a waste in there.
Wait, but doesn't No, I'm trying to remember. The nothing else counters it, huh? I effed up by not taking a psychic type. Okay. Yeah, just take Golbat. Take him out.
Oh shit.
I don't know what that garbage bat's gonna do, but he'll yell at you and your ears will be blown out and you won't be able to remember your psychic powers.
So here's what's gonna happen: is Gengar is gonna bite off Golbat's head like he's Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
And then Alakazam is gonna use his spoons to scoop up the remains. There's nothing left of Tyler on that battlefield.
Tyler's down to
Yeah.
It's coin toss on who wins between our two sidekicks.
Yeah. I mean, Gengar has a bigger following. I see more Gengar merch out there.
You know what, Gengar, I've heard that he's pretty strong on some of the video games now, so I think he might. Apparently, you could build him up pretty good. But Alakazam was right there behind him, man. I'm not an expert. But we have to let the people decide on that one, honestly.
And trying to get at Alakazam in the game was hard. Because you start with an Abra, and they almost always teleport when you're trying to throw that initial Pokeball to get them. So that was one of the hard ones to get. Not as hard as leveling up, but just like that initial contact.
Well, in the anime, I think the only way Ash beat Alakazam was by getting a Ghastly, right?
The only way Ash beat anyone was by having luck. So I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. He was the first person that used the power of friendship before Fairy Tail came along.
He just goes up to people, hey, can I have a Pokemon badge? Okay.
So wait, what happened? Like, did you guys both die, or
I don't know that.
I don't know about this one, man. No,
like I
Gengar and
said,
Alakazam, that's a hard toss-up.
we'll let the people decide. Hey, there's a poll right there though. Who wins in a battle, Gengar or Alakazam? And then we'll come back and see who wins. So I guess it's my turn to toss a Pokemon out there, right? I'm going my boy Electabuzz for our third battle. Electabuzz, hands down.
Easy. Onyx.
Easy. Ah, you got Tyler, you better pick someone to counter his Onyx, man. Don't just think about Electabuzz. Let's get a 3-way deadlock right here.
He ain't got no water type.
Tyler used his Nidoking already too, huh? That would almost balance each other out.
No, not yet, bro.
You ain't got no water type, yeah.
Oh, fudge! I forgot to get a water type. Son of a. All right. Well, then I've got no choice. I gotta throw out. Nidoking. Let's go, big dog. Let's go, big boy.
Yeah, that toxic poison's gonna hurt. There's no way around that. Nidoking's poison Stinghorn. That's not a good one.
I'm done, man. I don't see how I beat you guys in any way.
Yeah, Electabuzz is first out. Onyx puts up a fight, but I think Nidoking wins that battle.
Too strong.
Yes. Finally, I was getting whopped there for a second. All right, so that means now I gotta throw one out, right?
Yep.
You know what? We're going to Chuck E. Cheese, so we're pulling out the rat. Let's go. Raichu, I summon you.
All right, you got a plump little mouse. I think I'll go Dragonite.
Oh,
I'll go with the
damn.
fat dragon.
It's not looking good.
So that leaves me with 3. All I could use is Pidgeot. That's the only one that would make sense to use right there.
for Pidgeot, bro.
Boy, you settle down. It's still smacking you right here. I don't even care what you say.
I don't know because isn't so if like a base flying type, isn't their weakness fire and electricity or
There's
no?
electricity. Like one thunder shock, Pidgeot's kind of screwed. That's a critical hit right
I'm
there.
gonna turn you into a rotisserie chicken, bro.
About to start
Oh,
grubbing.
dang it, man. It's true. It's true. You guys got me right there.
But between Dragonite and Raichu, I mean, if Raichu's leveled up enough and he respects you, you probably put up a fight.
Well, Dragonite, he is a flying / ground type, right? Or no?
He's dragon / psychic.
Nuts. I'm just kidding.
I thought it was dragon psychic.
So I can't remember like what his weakness was. He's pretty well rounded. Like I don't know. I couldn't really. What do you think, Nogs? Who's taking it between a Raichu and a Dragonite?
You know what? I bet you we could leave it up to the. We could do a poll on this one too, honestly, and that would be our official way to decide. But in my unprofessional opinion, I'm taking Dragonite on that one.
If it's like a legit Dragonite, honestly, probably takes it because
he's too big bodied, man.
Yeah,
too strong.
He's putting up at least like 3 tons on bench.
Dragonite be thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got that beer gut.
Got some thickness to him.
Wait. Oh, now is it Noak's turn?
Is it my turn?
Or is it Nick's turn?
I'll be throwing in Scyther for this next one.
Scyther. Look at him. He's all rubbing his hands. Right. You know who he's going to put out there. Like, this dude just dropped his grass one.
Is it my turn? Do I drop next?
Go ahead if you want to drop it.
Wow. Well, Nick, since you served up that veggie burger for me on a plate, I'm going to send out Charizard. Let's freaking go, bro.
Yeah, he's done.
Well, you know who I got to send out? Blastoise.
Dang it.
I got too hyped in that one, man. My mouth was buried in the mic and everything.
Bro, Nick baited me. I should have sent out Venusaur. Wow.
Charizard would be alive, man. He would be alive. Because you know who my next water type is, who Charizard could probably beat. Who I'm throwing out there for my last battle is Starmie. Or Starmie. Whoever the evolved form is, all right? You guys know who it is.
Freaking Patrick the Star, bro.
We're talking about my anchor. The dude who could have literally bodied your entire team. Gyarados.
Gyarados. Where we're talking about water and water.
I'm talking about shiny red Gyarados too.
Tyler's feeling pretty good though, because his last one. I don't think it matters Venusaur. Though. I don't think Venusaur is strong enough.
What, bro? Okay, he's probably the strongest grass type though, isn't he? In first generation.
Nah.
Yeah.
Just kidding. You probably think so. In the first gen, probably.
Because who else you got? You got like Beedrill.
Some freaking garbage.
You got Gloom. Yeah.
Butterfree. Just kidding.
Yeah. But grass doesn't really do a great job of hurting water types, though, right?
Not really. Like your sleep effects and your poison effects are still going to work. So that's going to be fine.
You know what? This is how I'm going to play that last battle out, right? So Venusaur is going at it with Gyarados, right? Because there are going to be 2 top dogs going at it. My Starmie is just going to come from behind of both of you guys and just start blasting you with my little shooter.
Boy, my Gyarados is going to grab you up and use you as a ninja star. Just throw you at Tyler.
Yeah, I know. Starmie's dying right off the bat. That fool, he's basically he's like a serving plate for dinner.
Yeah,
But
nice try on that one, but I don't think it was gonna work.
It was worth the shot, man. You know what? I'm about to buy a Pokemon game and just like retrain some of these Pokemon on my list and just see how strong they could get. I guarantee you they might be able to body your guys'.
You're gonna have 6 100 level Pidgeots.
I'm gonna have one level 2 Charmander. That's all I've got.
Did you guys used to nickname your Pokemon in the games?
No, I was
No,
terrible.
you just
I
left
was
them as
I
is.
was terrible at that.
Mine would all be curse words as a little 12-year-old.
Dang.
I have a Squirtle named Butt.
But that's freaking like Pokemon abuse right there. Is that not, man? Like what's going on
Dang,
here?
bro.
You know what? But we're gonna let the people decide, man, because I guarantee you that my squad might take the win. All right, we're gonna put this up. We're gonna let the people decide because I don't know, man. I just feel like I'm getting some unfavorable conditions with you guys. So I think the voters out there will do me right this time around.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. My first two out the gates were pretty garbage. Primate and Golbat. Probably shouldn't have picked them, but the rest of the squad's looking pretty solid.
I got two trash ones too. But like if I look at my meat and potatoes, if I'm looking at the the ones that carry my fat boy energy, you know what I'm saying? I got Blastoise, I got Arcanine, I got Alakazam, Electrobuzz, man. Okay, Pidgeot, you know what I mean? I'm a simp, man. I love Pidgeot because he was a G with Ash. That guy was a G, straight killer. And then Starmie, I don't know what the hell I was thinking on Starmie, man. Why didn't you guys tell me, man, that I was
don't
tripping?
know about that, bro.
It must be late or something outside, man. I must be tired. I don't know what's going on with that pick.
Yeah, I thought you were at least gonna go for like Tentacruel or something.
I thought about doing Tentacruel. Dude,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I read this article earlier today, and it was like, Starmie blah blah is actually a really strong Pokemon on like on the video games, and I freaking fell into that trap right there, man. I don't know who wrote that. I don't know what credit they had, but I fell for it. Yeah, exactly. They did me dirty, I think.
Even though you got a solid A minus team, though, I got that A triple plus Kobe beef team going.
Oh
Yeah,
gosh,
I already
that
know
Wagyu
my
beef.
team is gonna win, with the exception because I don't got Charizard on my team, and I know all the Charizard simps are gonna hate on me. But having Gyarados and Gengar, it's over.
See, I'm not that worried about Tyler because I'm like Charizard is the real problem on Tyler's team. But I feel like we got two really strong water Pokemons that kind of balance him out.
And that's why I wasn't too afraid, because even though he has a super strong Pokemon, he's gonna use it at the wrong time like he did.
Yeah.
And then you can just take him out.
That's what I'm saying, man. We got time. I feel like I could have thrown Starmie out on when Tyler pulled out his Charizard and won.
I don't know. I don't know if a Starmie's beating a Charizard.
Yeah.
that's a debate right there.
Well, you guys know I'm just trying to make sense. You just should know I'm trying to make sense of that pick right there. I messed up, man. What can I say?
I mean, maybe if I had a busted up Charmander that had COVID, Starmie could probably beat that. But a full blow Charizard on creatine? I don't know, dog.
Boy, you ain't have. First of all, back like in one of our previous episodes, Tyler, you ain't getting to Charizard, homeboy. You're staying at a Charmander. I'm sorry to break it to you, dog. He's staying at Charmander. Like the forever getting, it's gonna be the forever Charmander, man. So I'm not worried about Tyler's pick because he said he drafted Charizard, but he ain't capturing no Charizard.
Bro, this is what you do. This is a recipe. I buy a bag of hot Cheetos and I just feed him hot Cheetos and hot Funyuns 24/7. It's gonna make his tail hot as fuck. He's gonna be out there burning down forests, bro. He's gonna be on. He's gonna be like, "Yo, give me those hot Cheetos, dog. I'm ready to go into war."
This dude is tripping right now. I'm not gonna lie.
I think I am a little bit, but okay. I'll give you this on Pidgeot though. Pidgeot used to clap my cheeks on Pokemon Tournament. Bro, you couldn't hit Pidgeot unless you
That's
had
what
a
I'm
Thunder
saying,
type.
dog.
I was so upset. Unless you had Thunder Strike, you literally could not hit Pidgeot.
And then you just spam the fly move. Every
Yeah,
turn he's like, he flew up into the sky. You
that
can't
used
hit
to be
him.
the worst.
Oh,
There's some
so
strategy,
frustrating.
man. If we really get into it, I guarantee you, we all could figure out a way that we can all beat each other. But man,
Bro, one of these days when we get real high dollar, we're all gonna buy a Pokemon tournament and we'll stream it live as we're playing. And then we'll really find out who would win this.
ooh,
Oh,
me,
bet next time.
me.
Hmm. We'll see about that, boy. Man, what y'all think? Y'all got any final thoughts on this Pokemon
Man,
skirmish we had?
my final thoughts on just this episode. Go watch Jujutsu Kaisen. I might go watch it again. Go watch Seraph of the End. I don't know if I'm watching it again, but I'm gonna go watch some highlights on YouTube or something. And then Pokemon, I just need to knock off some of that rust again. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
picked Starmie, boys. What is wrong with me? I just picked Starmie, man. Someone get me some help right here.
That's like I was last week, though. I was thinking confusing two different characters from Bleach from each other. So I don't blame you. It happens to us sometimes.
I was getting so confused when he was talking
Oh,
about
gosh.
Orihime, and I'm like, I don't remember Orihime doing that. And then it was and then like in my head it popped up. I was like, I think he means Rukia, but I wasn't 100% sure. I was like, maybe I forgot something.
Bro, when Nick said yeah, she's gonna pull out that dragon sword, I thought he was talking about Wendy. I was like, okay, I could see Wendy having like a dragon sword
Oh,
or something, but it was it was Rukia. But hey, it's all right, you know. We didn't
no,
have our
I,
coffee.
I do have some beef with you guys though. I watched one of our old episodes again, and it was when we were talking about. I forgot. It was like sort of. I think it was when we did Levi versus Kirito. And then I was just talking about how like one of the animes I was watching was AOT, but I said Sword Art. I was like, yeah, I'm watching Sword Art right now. I'm like, oh, and I'm like talking about the Titans and stuff. I'm like, well, I'm a freaking scrub, man, looking
Oh
like a chump
man,
out here. I was like, these guys didn't even tell me too, man. These traders.
We know
bro.
what you meant. We all get those brain skips sometimes.
Yeah,
Ow,
I feel like we all know. We're just like, all right, we'll just keep rolling with it.
ow. Sometimes you see your boy with his fly down, and you're like, I'm just gonna let him go out on this shield.
I'm
He's
just
got
gonna
this.
let just gonna let it hang out, man. Just kidding.
It don't work on TikTok, though. They'll call you out for everything.
Oh
If
man,
we mispronounce something, they'll jump down our throats for that.
man,
They're
there's some
savage on
sad.
TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok just, dude. I saw one of our videos, and then it was like me talking about. I think it was like clearly Levi versus Kadita or something. Some dude was like, this dude has no idea what he's talking about. I'm like, gosh, dang, man, you can't do me dirty like that. That's funny though. And then I'm like, you know what? Maybe he's right. But you know what? I guarantee you that fool was wrong, man. That guy was a chump out there, anyways.
Hmm. They're pretty chill on Instagram unless you're getting some power scaling debates. Bro, people are savage. They'd be like, "You're trash. Your mom's a hoe." You were probably like grew up in a dumpster. You're like, I was just trying to say Goku is strong. Like I don't even know what just happened.
I love it though, man. That's like what we're all about. You guys want to come in and roast us online, whatever you guys want to do, man. Give us some heat back because I guarantee you we're going to give it back to you. We're going to tell you you're wrong, man. So hop on our socials, man, and let us know what you guys think.
Man, and if you want to tell us we're trash, you can find us at Fat Boys. That's BOIS anime on Instagram and on TikTok. On Twitter, it's Fat Boys Anime 1. And remember, we're still doing that
Yes,
box
sir.
lunch giveaway. So all you got to do is give us a review on wherever you listen to our podcast. Take a screenshot, DM it on one of our socials, TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter, and we're gonna put you in the raffle. Let's go. Everybody wins. This is a buffet. We're all eating. Let's get it. All right, and I lost the Pokemon battle. So y'all have a good one. Thanks for listening to Fat Boys Anime.
Yeah.
Keep up that Fat Boys energy. We'll catch you next time.
See you guys next time.